I'm excited today because today's fall bucket list is we're going to Powell's Bookstore. And I'm going to see if I can find a few books I've been trying to get my hands on for the last year. All right, let's go. I'll see you there. Unfortunately, the leaves on the trees have not started turning yet. In a couple weeks, it's going to look fantastic. And here we are, the world's largest independent bookstore, Powell's in Portland, Oregon. Uh-oh, we are in the cooking section. We could be here all day, folks. For those of you who don't know, my husband was a chef for 30 years. This place is so big, they give you a map that's color-coded so you don't get lost. This bookstore takes up the entire city block. Every book genre has a certain section that is color-coded to make it even easier to find which genre of book that you want. Ooh, I actually found one I'm interested in. Jane Austen, of course.
Not even on my list. Oy.
I somehow made it out of the bookstore without any tea books, despite the fact that it was very tempting. I could have bought so many books here, guys. I'm telling you. They just had everything. Any subject you want. It's kind of like a YouTube for books. Any subject you want to look up, they've got something on it. And if you don't live anywhere near Portland, Oregon, never fear, because they have an online book site that you can buy any of these books on there. You can choose from any of their stores. They have more than this downtown store. They have 2 other stores in the Portland area. So lots of choices to choose from. And thank goodness for these stools. Not only are they very handy for a short person like myself, but they actually came in handy to set your cart down on. I might have to get me one of these. Out of the rose room and into the blue room, and I think the blue room is literature. Pro tip, if you are an avid book reader like myself, come with a list. Because even if you come with a list, you're still going to come out with more than what was on your list. And if you don't have a list, you'll end up spending thousands of dollars, or at least as much as you can carry at one time. Some of you might be wondering why I made going to a bookstore on my fall bucket list, but I love reading and I love Powell's, and I just think it's a perfect activity for autumn time to find some autumn themed books. One of those books is titled Autumn by the author Ali Smith. And just as I was about to go get that book, there were 2 young ladies who entered the aisle that book was on right in front of me, and they snagged the last copy of that book. Of course, you can see the author Ali Smith. There's all the other seasons, summer, winter, and spring available, but there's only one book left of the autumn, and they snagged it. Oh well, I have plenty to read. For the anime lovers. I wanted to get this book because I find Queen Elizabeth so fascinating, but I have a couple books about her already, so I decided not to. And this next book, I'm so glad my husband was with me because it was too high for me to reach, even me standing up on the stool. A classic. Then, of course, there's the Oregon section. The exploding whale is a very known thing here. There's seriously a stool on every aisle except in the aisles I need a stool on. It never fails. Oh, jeez, maybe that's a sign I should not get this book. So many nature books, and I wanted to get them all. They actually had quite a few booklets pertaining to various states and regions in the U.S. on what types of butterflies are most common in your area. I highly suggest picking up one of these booklets. And if you can't find a booklet, there's going to be a state college or university in your state that probably will explain what butterflies and pollinators are common in your area and what plants that they like to eat. Because each different species of butterfly has different nectar plants and host plants for their babies that they like to eat. They have a rare book room in there, and I have no idea what type of books are in there. I have never been in, and I am very tempted to, but I didn't want to take the time that day. I really wanted to buy this pumpkin spice latte coloring book because it's autumn and I love coloring, but it was $18 and I just couldn't justify spending $18 on a coloring book, especially when my basket bin was already pretty full. And of course, it's not just for adults. There's a fantabulous children's section and a young adult section, which is quite large, and it contains so many classics that I read when I was young. So not only are there books, but there's other items as well. There's games, there's puzzles, there's calendars, there's mugs, there's tea towels, there's bags, because you need a bag to carry all the books that you're gonna buy when you're in the store. My husband purchased a calendar for next year. I hope you enjoyed this fall activity. Thank you for watching. Keep watching Mondays for fall activities and on Saturdays for gardening. And yes, Portland has all sorts of frogs here. If you want to learn how to help and take care of the real amphibian frogs, make sure to keep watching Gardening on Saturday. Until next time.